Hello, I'm Jerry Barron, the CMO at Cirrity, and it is my pleasure to speak with you about the concept of the Cloud Maverick. Cirrity has been delivering secure and compliant cloud solutions since 2008. We work exclusively through channel partners to deliver a range of cloud services. Our services include Cisco-powered infrastructure as a service, Cisco-powered disaster recovery as a service, and Cisco-powered desktops as a service, and a host of other backup and disaster recovery solutions. We pride ourselves on our industry leading information security compliance. We were the first U.S. company to achieve Cloud Security Alliance STAR certification, which validates our cloud specific security controls. Cirrity has achieved ISO 27001 certification, which validates our information security management processes. We also have AICPA SOC 2 Type 2 attestation for our cloud operations as well as our data center, unlike others who only have it for their data center. We're also HIPAA compliant and have no problem signing subcontractor business associate agreements. And we're PCI DSS compliant. However, today I'm not here to talk to you about Cirrity or give you a commercial about our services. What I really want to talk to you about is what it takes to break away from the pack, to get the most out of what cloud services have to offer. What I hope to leave you with is the motivation to become a cloud maverick and to take your first step today. Let me begin with a definition of a maverick. As you read this, you'll notice that a maverick is not content with the status quo. A maverick likes to push the envelope, sometimes even break the rules. This can be a scary proposition. Yet, it's those who are willing to stretch themselves that transform the world around them. You may be thinking to yourself, this all sounds good, but what does it have to do with business? Let me tell you about an end user who chose to be a cloud maverick. The CIO of a medical coding and billing company was feeling the pressure to support his company's aggressive growth plans. The sales team was building a strong pipeline of new customers, and the CIO's problem was that for each new customer they signed up, his team had to purchase new desktop computers, they had to stage these computers with the right software and security, and they had to ship these computers to the customer service staff in their field locations, some of which were in Europe and Asia. This process took time, and it delayed the delivery of services to the new clients, as well as the recognition of revenue. They needed their customer service reps banging on keyboards to generate revenue, and the longer it took for those reps to get their desktops, the longer it took to get revenue. The CIO needed a way to get the customer service staff billable much sooner without compromising compliance with HIPAA security standards. He chose to be a cloud maverick and to use secure cloud desktops to achieve his objectives. With virtual desktops, he realized several benefits, including provisioning a new user became as quick as turning on more desktops using existing profiles that define the software, the security, and configuration of the desktop. Virtual desktops decrease the cost of the endpoint devices used by the customer service staff. In their overseas locations, they could begin purchasing local machines in local currency without any fear that the user experience would be diminished. All customer data was securely accessed on a central server, which made the environment more secure than it used to be. And because of the disaster recovery capabilities of the cloud, they now have a fully redundant environment that can be put into production within minutes in case of a disaster at their primary site. This cloud maverick chose to challenge the status quo, and his company is reaping the benefits. You might say to me, Jerry, I'm not in healthcare, I don't have strict compliance requirements, and I don't have any international locations. How can I be a cloud maverick and benefit from secure cloud services? Let me tell you about another cloud maverick from a completely different industry, used car sales. This is typically not an industry that you expect to be on the leading edge of technology. This particular dealership operates 7 locations in 2 states, and they specialize in servicing people with no credit with their buy here, pay here philosophy. One of their precautions for making sure that they get paid is that a switch can be turned off, on or off, that prevents the car from starting when payments are missed. Their CIO was already thinking about the potential for using secure cloud desktops to reduce the total cost of ownership for their desktops, especially those costs associated with going on site to support the 7 locations. Then 2014 hit. That's the year that Atlanta was hit with a massive snowstorm that crippled the city for a week. Snowmageddon, or Snowpocalypse as it was called, made Atlanta the laughingstock of the nation. But this was no laughing matter for our CIO. The inability of his finance team to get into the office to log customer payments that were received meant that there was a risk that some paying customers wouldn't have a car in the morning that was running because it would be turned off. This would have been a massive customer service issue and a significant hit on their company brand. Fortunately for them, no customers were impacted, but this incident really precipitated the CIO's research into secure cloud desktops. He conducted a pilot with the finance team, which went very smoothly. It was pretty easy for them to show how they could access the back office applications from home using secure desktops. He also met his objective of decreasing the total cost of ownership. Before using the secure cloud desktops, it was costing him about $1,500 per desktop to support these users. With secure desktops, he was able to drop it down to somewhere between $350 and $500, depending upon the user configuration. His CFO really liked it when he moved to secure cloud desktops because it allowed him to provide predictable cost per user for everyone who was using IT resources, which really helped the CFO with strategic planning. But you know, the big surprise that they got was a 20% increase in sales. And they didn't really expect that. When they did the pilot, there were a few salespeople involved. And what they found out through the pilot was that the salespeople could begin to use their own desktops to do service orders and sales orders. Prior to that, they had to go to a special PC that was specially configured to handle all the sales orders. The problem with that is that as salespeople were queuing up to use this PC, customers had to wait. And in some cases, customers just got fed up and walked out the door, and the business went with them. And so the flexibility of being able to use secure desktops and to allow the sales reps to do the orders right from their desk really facilitated that problem, eliminated the need to have queues, and helped to boost their sales in a way that they really hadn't expected. Another benefit that they found was because of the virtual nature of secure desktops, when they had their busy season, which tends to be around April 15 timeframe in tax season, people get their refunds, they want to go out and buy a car because they've got some cash in their pocket. Well, he needed a way to be able to deal with the surge of additional sales reps that they would bring on board to handle all that business. With secure desktops, that was very easy to do. Now, these are but 2 examples of the way in which businesses are willing to be cloud mavericks and how they're winning by doing so. How about you and your business? How do you become a cloud maverick? It all starts with daring to do something different. But Jerry, you might say, it's difficult to defy the status quo. It's even scary. And you're right, it is. That's why in both scenarios that I described, there was a partner involved who provided services to the end user. The partner helped these cloud mavericks to choose the right mix of cloud services. They helped these cloud mavericks to migrate to the cloud, and they helped these cloud mavericks to continue to enhance the solution. In both those cases, and in many cases, the solution always expands as they add new users and new functionality. What I'm telling you is you do not have to transform your business all alone. You can leverage a certified partner that's selling managed services and secure cloud services to transform your business. Your certified partner is your wingman, and they are there to make sure that you are successful. There are issues that are specific to your industry and your business, and you don't have the time to wait for a partner to climb up the learning curve to learn what those issues are. How do you make sure that you get a partner that understands your industry? The best partners we find are those that already have experience in your industry and that understand the business problems enough to create new solutions. The best partners know how to help you transform your business instead of merely lifting and shifting what you have today and putting it on the cloud. One such partner that we have is Affinity. They specialize in serving the needs of the K through 12 space. They recognize that many schools and school systems were not adequately backing up important data. The way in which schools procure equipment and the limited budgets they had made it challenging for them to use many of the off-the-shelf backup solutions that were in the market. Affinity used their understanding of the market and their relationships to design the right solution, one that was affordable to the schools, that they could easily purchase within their parameters, and that would be easy to implement and support. They worked with Cirrity to repackage and reprice our Revive offering to meet the needs of this market. As a result, Affinity is helping schools systems across the country back up valuable data at a reasonable price. To be a cloud maverick, find a knowledgeable partner like an Affinity that can get you there quickly and securely. Can you afford to wait for a solution? Ask Blockbuster. Ask Borders bookstores. What happens when you wait too long or fear making fundamental changes? To be a cloud maverick, you need the will to be unconventional in your approach. DIY is not the way to go with cloud services. Work with a partner and build a solution. What do you think? Are you ready to be among the best of the best? If so, contact Cirrity and let's talk about making you a Top Gun Cloud Maverick.